There are many questions that go around my head about Allah and the Messenger and Muslims in general. And basically the most important question is, you said in one of your debates or questions that Allah is the creator and He's uncreated. But I have realized, how can the uncreated exist? And if He exists, how can we notice Him? How can we see Him or hear Him or feel Him or know of His existence if He's uncreated in our own dimension or so?
Regarding a question that I mentioned in my speech, and you're right, that Almighty God is the creator, but He Himself is uncreated. You ask the question, how can the uncreated, how can we see the uncreated, and how it's possible? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Khaliq, is the creator. And by definition, He's uncreated. Because normally people say that when they try and prove in logic that everything has a creator, who created this table, the carpenter, from where he got, from the tree, who created the tree, so it goes back to Allah. So when many of the people try to convince an atheist, they try and say that everything has a creator, and then they get trapped when the atheist asks him who created Allah. So if you hear my tapes, I never go that way. I ask the atheist that how did you come to know about the universe? How did you come to know about the functioning of the stars, of the sun? And he says, and goes back, that the creator. So it's the vice versa. So if you know how to deal with logic, you don't trip over this problem with the atheist trap, the Muslims or the believers, by saying who created Allah. By definition, Allah is uncreated. And if you ask the question, who created Allah? If you have heard my tapes, I give the reply. That suppose a person comes and says that my brother John.
Yeah, I know, I saw that, I heard that's funny. But I mean, how does He exist if He's uncreated? Not
that is Allah.
automated. Yeah.
That's the difference between you and Allah. How does He exist? Means He was existing. He doesn't have a beginning. You and I have a beginning, that's human being. So that is the difference between us and Allah. You can't say that Allah has to be like us. If Allah is like you and me, why should we worship Him?
I see, but have you heard of the phenomenon, the Big Brother, used by various orders and political agendas to control the people and such by implementing it into multiple gods, and then later on it became a monotheistic religions all over the world to make it easier for the people to...
Sorry, I've never heard of the religion Big Brother.
It's not a religion, it's like a theory, an idea, basically. For
what does it say?
Yes?
What does this idea say?
What does it say? Is that when you have a big brother, it's easier for you to live life. When you have someone watching you the whole time, understanding you the whole time, protecting you the whole time, being with you the whole time, and you can talk to him, although he never talks to you back, maybe in your dreams, do it to your mind and such, it's easier for you to live. While a human who does not have a big brother and is not easily controlled into doing so and having complete freedom is a danger for the major ruling powers and such.
What does it say? I don't understand. Big brother may be the big brother, may not be the... What does it have to do with Islam and God?
What does it have to do? Because basically Allah is watching you the whole time.
So you want to say that Allah is like a big brother?
Indeed, you use Him for your protection so you won't be scared. You know what I mean?
See, this is the hypothesis. Hypothesis.
Sadhguru, what about when people say that we were created by God?
So, if you pay enough attention, this universe opens its doors only to those who pay enough attention. Whichever door has been opened for you in your life has opened because you paid attention to that dimension of life. Yes or no? Yes. That's the only way it works. Now, if your attention is such, it is not seeking anything, but it's simply attentive. It pays attention to everything. It does not decide an elephant is more important than an ant. It just pays attention to everything because this is the nature of creation. If you look at an ant, have you paid enough attention to an ant ever? I spent a lot of time with them. Believe me, it's one of the finest machines on the planet. Yes or no? If you had a car like this, you know, you could do all the California deserts effortlessly. It's such a fine machine, it's not a simple thing. If you pay enough attention to the ant, you will realize whatever created this ant, it did not pay any less attention to the ant than it paid to you. Yes or no? Yes. Then who the hell are you to decide who should get more attention and less attention? It is just that you have to sharpen your ability to pay attention, not to any particular thing, to simply pay attention. If you pay enough attention, is it true this body, though you gave food from outside, this body was created from inside? Yes? So whatever is the source of creation must be functioning from within you, isn't it? Is it? So, when you don't know what is the nature of the source of creation, you may use in English language. In India we have many words. In this part of the world, you may call it God. It's just your explanation for the source of creation, isn't it? Because you have no explanation for the creation, you saying, God made this. We have 1,000 names for that, all right? But fundamentally, we are trying to explain the source of creation. Is it true in your experience, the source of this life's creation is functioning from within you? If it's functioning from within you, if it's somewhere up there and you missed it, it's okay. If it's happening from within you and you missed it, isn't it a tragedy? Hello? Yes. If the source of creation is throbbing within you and you did not notice it, are you not a tragedy? Yes. So my entire life and work is to just avoid the tragedy for people. Thank you.